going to get asked on a few guys here out here. Landry Payne has filed his paperwork to gain his 6th year. He has been cleared to practice. We're waiting to get positive word back that he'll be able to participate in games. Don't know quite yet. Jeromy Reichner got hurt yesterday. Not a season ending, but he's going to be out for a while. Don't anticipate him for the first couple of games. And then Thule, our tight end, has decided to call it a career, and for personal reasons. And so we wish him the best. Great kid that way.
Coach, what do you see out of your quarterback so far?
I think there's been some consistency of them knowing where to go with the ball. Not always perfect by any stretch, but I think they've progressed. I like what you can tell some of just the comfort level they've gotten over the summer even. So I think all those guys have progressed. Yeah, Connor had some good throws today. Luton's really been pretty consistent all 4 days, and Coletto, you can tell the jump he's made. He has really improved. You mean comfort level. So I like those guys so far.
Are you still putting stuff in, or did you get all that done in the spring, offense?
We are definitely putting some things in, and we're redoing a lot of what we did in the spring, but adding to that package. And so we'll be putting stuff in for the next 2.5 weeks.
Overall, Coach, how would you describe the first few days of camp?
I think the energy's been good. You can tell difference than the spring, knowing how we practice, how we operate. They can kind of know what to expect, and so that's been good. I like the young guy additions. I'm really pleased with what they've been able to do and show the first 4 days. That's what stands out.
Has it been nice having all those guys back that you missed in the spring because of injuries?
Yeah, especially in that secondary, you can just see the group is larger and you can practice longer. And those guys were chomping at the bit to get out here. And so Dwayne Williams, Jay Irvine, and all these guys, it's been nice to see truly what they're like for 4 days. Always evaluating. We'll put some full pads on tomorrow and see what that looks like.
Coach, how do you feel about your tight end depth with the departure of Thule?
Yeah, we'd like to have some more guys in that room. We like the guys in the room, but just a higher number of guys. And, we'll always just adjust. And, again, like the young guys up and coming, they're improving. We've got some guys that have played. So we'd definitely like to have a few more.
What about the offensive line?
Sorry. Would you ever think about moving?
We'll always consider different things. At this point, no.
To the offensive line, what about that? They seem like a pretty together group so far.
They've been together, yep, and like I said before, that group is experienced, and we're looking to put the best 5 guys out there. I think Mahalich's doing a great job of tasting each guy, kind of different spots and all of that, and we still got a few weeks to decide, but I like where that group's headed.
We saw Yanni today being more at the center. I mean, do you like Yanni right now over Sumner, or kind of still just trying that out?
No, I like Sumner a lot.
Okay.
You're always looking at you're going to need a backup center for sure, and so giving them some true reps doing that, but we like them at guard as well.
The defense seemed to be really flying over the ball today and getting pressure on both the runners and the quarterbacks. How do you kind of feel that Tibbs has done getting that group ready so far?
Yep, Tibbs is really good at what he does, man. He's got those guys knowing what they're doing and playing with great effort, and I think that showed up even at the end of practice, the energy out of that group, and it feeds off each other, and that's how fall camp's going to be. One side of the ball does a little bit better toward the end and all that, but as a group, I think we're making progress.
Where do you think Champ will fit in as things move on?
The guy's dynamic, so he can do some things on special teams, offensively, moving him around, finding ways to get the ball in his hands. The other thing, I know he's undersized, but I think he's tough. He ain't scared to go put his face in there and try to block somebody, and so he's a weapon.
How about Aaron Short? He's seemed to have had a good few days.
Yeah, especially on a deep ball, I think he's a threat that way. I think he's really had a good summer, getting himself in shape. So we're looking at all those guys.
With the new kickoff rules, are you practicing a little bit less on kickoffs, or will you put as much time as you have in the past?
Yeah, I wouldn't say we're practicing less. We're definitely looking at some strategy, how we want to use, 25 yards is 25 yards, and so coaching that up. But I don't think we're practicing less.
Clearly you have AP at running back, but what do you see out of Rogers and Jefferson?
I think those two guys have kind of shown why we recruited them. They're still learning. They're still, they got a long way to go. But I like their work ethic, and they've got some athleticism. I mean, they got some similarities in their body type and their change of direction and all that. So those guys have a bright future.
What's your fall camp, or any practice for that matter, tackling philosophy? You want them tackling more or less?
We're going to teach them to tackle, and definitely tackle in practice, but it doesn't need to be the whole 2 hours for sure. We want to have dips in that, but I think it's important to really teach them proper technique, do some drills on doing it, and then they need to do it live. I mean, they need to tackle each other, and so that's kind of the process we've done these last 4 days. And then as we get into full pads, we'll sprinkle in some live. We'll have some live scrimmages throughout camp.